Oh my goodness, great morning everyone. We got little Lily over here looking around the corner and Mr. Big boy Mickey. Look at how big he's getting. I'm getting attack of the puppies here. Attack of the killer puppies. Little Lily Boom Boom. And Mickey, all day, he's just killing me with his puppy nails. He doesn't realize how bad they hurt. He reaches up and grabs at me like this, and his nails are just clawing me all day. Is a Sissy gonna, Sissy after you too? Sissy giving you love too? Yeah. She's just full of it this morning. Are you full of it this morning? So anyway, these two, yeah, Mickey is up to 10 pounds now. He's just growing gangbusters, so he's doesn't have too much more growing left to do. He's 5.5 months now. So, oh my Lord, these two. Oh, these two are going to have puppy wars back here now. But they're just full of the dickens. First thing in the morning, they're out here trying to weasel a treat from me. That's the first thing. And they're up here again wanting to weasel another treat out of me. But, yeah, we have them doing the puppy wars here. These two are at it all day, but they are so cute. But Mickey is really strong though. He's just all muscle. He is just solid. You go to pick him up and he is just solid weight. And then little Lily, she's just like bird bones. She's so light. But, yeah, I got to get them suited up so I can take them out for a WALK. I don't say the word out loud or else that will be the end of it. But, yeah, they do love to go out for the WALK. And they didn't go out for one yesterday, so I have to take them out today because, yeah, they really enjoy that. The only difficult thing is Mickey, like I said, he is so strong now. I have to put the leash on my hand and wrap it around my wrist so he doesn't pull out. Because he would just go out and run and play, and that would be the end of seeing him. Because he's just so quick. Oh, these two. Wrestling and wrestling and wrestling. Now at night, Lily Boom Boom, you know, she still sleeps in her little thing. I put it on the bed. And if he comes near to there, she just barks at him and growls at him and doesn't want him coming near. And he wants to lay there in front of it and look at her. And she just gets so upset when he does that. She just, she's like, oh, yeah. She gets so upset. She just go away and let me sleep. Get away from me. So she is a little princessa. And yeah, she whines and she barks. Now, when I'm in the tarot room, it's not Mickey that comes to the door. It's Lily. And she comes out there and barks and whines. So, yeah, these two are just, you know. Now I'm looking forward to getting out on the road again. They haven't been in the van yet, so I've got to go down. Now, of course, the van, I've got to get somebody down there and get it started again because it hasn't been driven for months and months and months. So the battery, of course, is totally dead. So I've got to get somebody down there probably this week, because on the 15th of September, they're having a big gem show up in Colorado. And I'm thinking I might want to go to that. They do have the Mason K is going to have a booth up there that sells all the jade. So it would be nice to go and look at their booth and just see all their stuff, although I think that their stuff is so often overpriced, okay? Just like that other one. There's another one, but they're in Portland, Jade Company, but their stuff is way, way overpriced. I think their name is Bangle or something like that. I have to look at it. But they do have two big jade company things here. One in Colorado, and I guess Mason K has a number of other places too, but their main thing is Colorado and then Portland. But way, way overpriced for a lot of their stuff. So we'll see. Now, I've got my other bangles on today. You've never seen this one. I've had this for quite a long time as well. Again, very, very translucent. And then I have this one. Not as translucent, but I like it. It's a 3-color jade. I've had this for a very long time as well. And then this one is, again, has a very nice translucency. This is my most expensive bangle. Now, I had recently got it, and I was debating on whether keeping it or sending it back. But to send it back, you know, I have to pay postage, and I wanted to insure it, you know, because where it's going, they're having all these floods and typhoons and stuff going on. And of course, if something happens, it gets damaged or lost in transit, you know, I would like to recoup my money. But the company says, oh, no, we want you only to value it at $30. Well, if you value it at $30 and it gets lost, the company says, oh, no, we'd reimburse you. Well, like, I can trust that, you know. If they don't want to pay the tax on it, on the valuation for the return, they're sure not going to want to give out, you know, how much this is if it got lost or damaged. And with all the typhoons and hurricanes and everything, floods happening in the Far East, because this came from the Far East, I don't trust that, okay? Because, like I said, this is my most expensive bangle. The last piece I will ever buy, okay? But, you know, I'm debating on whether to keep it or not. And now, in the different lights, it looks different colors, okay? It is a lavender, but, you know, in some lights, it looks way darker than it does in other lights, etc. So anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to keep it because I cannot trust sending something to the Far East now when you're having hurricanes, floods. I mean, just, you know, and trusting and hoping that if something happened to it, they go, don't worry. If you send it FedEx, nothing's going to happen to it. It'll be fine. Well, that's easy for them to say. It's not their money on the line. It's mine. So I think I'm going to wind up keeping it. And this is my last bangle. Okay, my very last. Because most of the ones I have are the translucent ones. And a lot of them I've had, like I said, for a lot of years. And I really do like them. I am kind of growing on this one. Like I said, I've had this one for many, many years. It's just been put away, and I just, for whatever reason, haven't worn it. Now, I did check them again last night, and they're all good. They're not impregnated. They're not dyed. They're not, none of that is happening. But the ones I did get from this Vietnamese company, I'm not talking about the guy that cuts his own stuff. I'm not talking about him in California. I'm talking about P&J company. They are dyed, okay, impregnated, dyed, etc. So, yeah, I don't use those. What, little girl? Are you after? What do you want, troublemaker? You want a treasure? I know what you want. You want a treasure? Yeah. He says, I'm kissing up to you, Mama. I want a treasure. Okay, let me get him a treasure because they're not going to stop. They're not going to. Yeah, here. Oh, they just went right off the couch. Okay. All right, I got to cut hers because she can't eat it. It's too big for her. She doesn't like it unless you cut it into little pieces, and so I'll put her up on the couch so he can't take her treasure because Mickey's bad. He'll grab it and run. He wants his and hers both. So, let me get this. Okay, come on, you two. Here, Mick. There you go. Come here, Lily. Come on, Lily. Here's yours. Here's yours. No, I didn't forget you, Lily. There you go. Okay. So I got those two taken care of, so they'll leave me alone for the next couple seconds here. Anyway, yesterday, Sherry Voices from the Swamp had a thing, and a bunch of us got together, and she had people on there that I have never met, all tarot readers. So it was nice to actually see a bunch of other readers that I have not actually been able to communicate with and stuff. And so that was nice to have that yesterday. Let me see what Hoagie said. Okay. Okay, we're trying to figure out about a get-together. Now he's going and flying off for his birthday, and I was contemplating visiting him there, but he's going to be too much time. He'd only have time to get coffee, and it's a bit much to spend, $650 for a plane ticket, plus a hotel, plus have somebody fly out to watch the dog so I can go and have a coffee time. I think we need to make other arrangements later. So we're talking about maybe he and I and Lena can do a joint thing, and we'll meet up in person and do a live show for like a maybe 1.5 hour special where we're gossiping and hanging out and going on with the viewers, etc. So I think that sounds like a great idea. So great idea, let's plan that. Now they're able to fly and go a lot more places than I am because they've both got a lot of people they're doing private reads for. I'm not. So my main money comes from my YouTube channel, which is like $300, $350 a month. That's it. So, and then I have my, I have my disability stuff from the military that I live on. So, I don't have the big income coming in from doing a lot of readings and stuff. So people ask me if I do private readings. I do, but it's hard to schedule. And with people all over the world. I just have a difficult time with all the time zones and things. And there are some types of readings I do versus some I don't. You know, I can set up to do a reading for somebody and then they come on and they want to know about financial things. And I'm not going to read on financial things because things can change. You know, tarot readings are not set in stone. It's basically the energy that's going on now. And so the readings I do are mainly advisory type of things. Look at this and maybe look at that type of thing. But I'm not going to tell you when you're going to get married, who you're going to meet, what's their name, what do they look like, you know, should I buy this property, what, you know, can I move here and how is that going to go, and, you know, with those types of things, I prefer not to do that type of reading because, like I said, things are always changing. And so, now, I did have somebody before that asked about moving to Florida. And they wanted to move, of course, over by, what was it, Naples or something like that on that bad coast, the coast. I said, oh, Lord, you don't want to move there. And sure enough, all these hurricanes and stuff that are coming up that way in the Gulf area. So, you know, I did tell them at that point, you don't want to move for that coast of Florida, okay? Not great in Florida anywhere, but especially not in that area. So anyway, that's what's going on with all of that. Just trying to figure stuff out and trying to figure out about going off on the van thing again. And oh my God, the Burning Man, people are stuck there now. I saw somebody tried to leave in a Jeep and they were down to the axles of their wheels. And nobody can move because they had huge rainstorms that went through Las Vegas and out where they're out at Burning Man. So now they've got no way to leave the area. They're stuck there without water, running water, and mud. And so, you know, if you're going out and you're doing van life and you're doing those things, you've got to take precautions. And especially if you're out in the desert, they don't have drainage systems out in the desert, okay? And if you get a very hard rain out in the desert, you can have flash floods. It can be, you know, people don't think about that. So if you're going out, you want to make sure you're in a high level area. You're not right next to a stream. If you're right next to a stream, waterway, and it starts heavy rain, get yourself out of there. So be aware of where you're going and you're parking and you're staying, and look at maybe what's the weather, what's coming up, and don't get caught by surprise, because I've seen people that have gone out hiking. And now I used to, when I lived in Hawaii, I used to hike out to this sacred falls. And I don't know how many people would get trapped back there, and it would rain, and you would have these gullies, and people would die all the time because you would have a flash flood through there. Okay, so you don't want to be in these places like, what do they call it? When you're going in the desert and you have these, you know, walls going up and they go walking through there. If a flash flood comes, you can't get out of there, okay? You can't get out of there, and people die because they don't expect this, that the rain is going to have a flood that's going to be as dangerous as it is. So I'm just saying, you know, wherever you're going, look at the terrain. Don't get stuck down somewhere where you can have heavy waters coming in and you get stuck there. Make sure you're at higher grounds. If you have a heavy storm system coming in and you are in a place that's, that can hold water, or you're next to a river, something that can come up, or, by a mountainside that's, you can have the landslides and water just gushing down. You need to be aware of where you're at and get out of there to someplace that is safer for the time being. So, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and look and see what's online. Maybe get these two seats suited up to take them out for their walk. They're outside in the back at the moment, so walk. Take them out for a walk. And I've got to go down and get my van ready to go again because, like I said, this heat has been so bad. Everything I had in there with the double back tape, very heavy tape, all came down in my van because of the heat. Okay, so I've got to go and get that ready to go again. Get some propane in there. Get the battery charged up again. Maybe have to buy a new battery at this point. And get ready so that we can take off for some adventures. And I gotta, be able to get the puppies used to the van. So I want to take a couple of very short outings to get them used to it first. So lots of things coming up. Anyway, I keep trying to be in touch as much as I can for most days, and so we'll see how it goes. So thanks for tuning in. Much love and light to everyone, and I'll see you online.